I'm very much delighted and privileged to welcome you to this book launch event this evening. As we launch this book, perhaps many of you would be asked, why a book at this time when human civilization and many people believe that the digital world has it all in terms of knowledge? And why have we made this book at this time? And is it relevant or is it obsolete? First, I'm not sure that anything can quite replace books as we know them. Secondly, the more varied your library is, the more likely your knowledge of the world is. And therefore, more information and better living. But I would like to explain why I wrote this book. My book, a textbook in tax law. One, I feel that in the course of pursuing my career as an accountant, a tax advisor, an advocate, a company secretary, a mediator, and an arbitrator, I've progressively gathered a lot of information and knowledge on the subjects around the theme of taxation law. And after many years of familiarization and familiarizing myself with the various taxes and statutes, both in Kenya, East Africa, and other parts of the world, I found it is the high time that I consider this information in a textbook and put the texts in writing. In the course of my practice, I've gathered useful headlights, insights, and foresights that others, I believe, would find valuable. I therefore made up my mind to document the knowledge I have accumulated in this subject in order to share with others as a store of knowledge for reference by future generations. That's why it is important to have all this in interpretation in a book. Not much efforts have been made to explain the obligations or the do's and don'ts on these tactics, and therefore taxpayers are left at the mercy of interpreting that law in their way. As it is said, interpretation is king, and the way you interpret it becomes important, or it may be detrimental to the practices of the tax authorities. Without proper interpretation of the statutes that guide tax, people run the danger of incriminating themselves or even giving to Caesar more than Caesar deserves.
I met Dr. Kimani some 10 years ago. That time, J.S. Madenge, Dr. Magaria here, and others, they had formed or started a church-based or a faith-based media house or a publication by the name of the Eagle newspaper. And I joined them, and I understand from Uncle George that there are some priests here. And as a Catholic, I want to confess that I did a terrible thing because I converted a faith newspaper into a secular newspaper, which is not something very good. But anyway, as time went by, I came up with a seemingly that time very crazy idea to start a vernacular TV station. So the first vernacular TV station, I am the one who motored it in the year 2009. And Dr. Kimani is the one who guided us on the legal and financial aspects of that seemingly very crazy venture at that time of starting a Kikuyu TV station, which he wanted to name Kigamba TV that particular time, with the late Peter and Bugwa. Well, we didn't succeed because time was not for that. But I want to assure Dr. Kimani that the work you started I went ahead with it, and now I own Rorire TV, which I had to ensure that 10 years down the line I had to fulfill that dream. But it was too late because by that time we had Kameme and Inoro, and it was normal to have vernacular TV stations in this country. In Parliament, I'm a member of the Budget Committee in the National Assembly for the 5th year now. And I'm looking forward to read your book because it couldn't have come at a better time. This year, if you are lucky, and I wish us all the best, we will collect probably 20 to 25% less than what we budgeted for in terms of our tax revenue. And I want to say it is a dire situation. And as a country, I look forward to the day that nothing will rule this country other than meritocracy, so that we can have all our best brains coming together to solve our problems, because really God has endowed us with enough human capital and other resources to solve our problems. I look forward to seeing in your book whether I'll be able to learn some few things about simplicity, because really there's so much to be done in terms of simplifying our tax processes, having transparent processes, and especially widening our tax base and ensuring that the tax burden is shared by as many people as possible. So we will try and achieve what we can in terms of ensuring that we use our best brains. We might not achieve everything, but I assure you that we will complete that journey when I become the president of this country. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, and there we have it. A round of applause, a textbook on tax laws in Kenya by Dr. Njoroge Obadia Kimani. Finally, here in Kenya. All that you need to know about taxes in Kenya, all that you need to understand, finally packed into one compatible book, where you get to learn and you get to understand. There you go. To this amazing day, to this fantastic day, we raise a glass. Ladies and gentlemen, makofi tafadhali.